Just how dangerous are larger vehicles on the road? It's a question that dozens of road safety advocates are hoping will be investigated after what they say is a trend of major collisions caused by SUVs and pickup trucks. The hope is to avoid incidents like this one that happened back in March, where a pedestrian was struck by a Ford SUV near Dundas and Bond Streets. A 45-year-old man died from his injuries. Crashes like these aren't unique, but according to advocates, they appear to be a growing trend involving larger vehicles that they say needs to be stopped.
We're seeing large SUVs and pickups overrepresented in crashes.
A group of road safety activists from as far as Windsor to here in Toronto have penned a 25-page letter to Ontario's Chief Coroner, urging him to conduct reviews for road fatalities involving pickups and large SUVs. The group citing growing research from the U.S. that shows these vehicles pose a greater risk of death to pedestrians and cyclists than conventional cars.
We want the coroner to say, yes, this evidence is compelling, and I need to step in to review the evidence and, if necessary, to make recommendations.
According to Toronto police, there have been 37 fatal road crashes this year, 19 of which involved pedestrians. Of that number, 10 involved SUVs, 2 involved pickups, 4 sedans, and 3 involved city buses.
The review is necessary in order to save lives.
Daniela Levy-Pinto is fully blind. She says when she hears large vehicles whizzing by while she's on the sidewalk, she gets worried. She's also calling on the chief coroner to review the research.
There is only as much as I can do to stay safe. Knowing these figures, knowing the risk, knowing the features that increase the risk to those outside of these vehicles, is really, it creates a lot of anxiety for me.
According to York Regional Police, 24% of motor vehicle collisions in 2021 resulted in injury or fatality, while only 16% of collisions involving large trucks resulted in injury or death. Officials say the issue may go beyond the size of the vehicle.
It's a responsibility from both drivers and also pedestrians as well to equally making sure that they're, on the driver's side, that they're slowing down, being alert, paying attention. And then from the pedestrian side is making sure that they're alert as well.
But for advocates, they say they want to see more regulations when it comes to larger cars because of the level of risk they may pose due to weight and size if someone were to get hit.
What we want the coroner to do is look at the evidence, apply it obviously to a Canadian context, and then make recommendations as appropriate based on that.
Now, some of the recommendations that road safety advocates would like to see is perhaps implementing a special driver's license for drivers of larger vehicles, or also restricting manufacturers from creating vehicles a certain size. Now, we did reach out to the province's chief coroner's office, but did not hear back by deadline.